Keep saying decline, man. I swiped it 3 times. Y'all machines are broke.
I got this on video.
I'm taking all this. I don't care if the card ain't going through.
You can't leave with the item.
Whoa. We ain't
It is interesting how quickly some people direct their frustration towards store employees when their benefit balance is unavailable. In most cases, the workers are simply following the system and have no control over what is loaded onto an individual account. Still, the reactions can become intense when someone discovers that their expected benefits are not available. Today, we're taking a look at some of the wildest benefit-related freakouts making the rounds online, and trust me, the final clip is one you definitely will not want to miss.
So since EBT isn't working, you can just go to the store, eat the food, and then you don't have to pay for it.
Alright, so look, y'all, my kids wanted donuts today, so we came out. We finna sit down in front of Pluckers and we finna enjoy our donuts. Open the box. I want to. Let me see which one I want. Come on, man. You get a donut? Everybody get their donut. Yeah. That bit good. This shit good for real. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, whatever my kids want, that's what they gonna get. They want to sit in here and eat donuts.
Whatever my kids want, that's what they gonna get.
Let them know. Food stuff's gonna get you right every time. What y'all did?
Please, lock this woman up and give these children a chance in life.
Say hi to the people. Say hi, guys. Say hi. All right.
Hi, I feel very bad for you, children. You're not learning how to live in society. It's just sad.
As this man pointed out, behavior like this can send the wrong message to children who are watching. Kids often learn from what they see around them, so treating theft as acceptable could give them a very unhealthy example to follow. Regardless of the circumstances, taking something that does not belong to you is not the right lesson to pass on to the next generation.
So since I've gotten so much feedback on my video about 15 hours of community service, I'm going to break it down to you very simply why I'm so against it, okay? First of all, I already have to take care of my 7 kids, okay? That is my service, okay? That's me contributing to society. Why would I go to a place and have to do mandatory hours when they can control when I have to show up? They can control which days a week I have to do those hours. They can control whether or not I can use my phone during those hours. Those are 3 guidelines that I'm not willing to comply with. I don't care, and that should not put me at risk of losing my $2,700 in food stamps at all. So y'all are sitting here jumping down my case because I'm like pretty much on strike for doing these 15 hours.
He's already receiving a substantial amount in monthly food assistance, reportedly around $2,700, which adds up to more than $32,000 over a full year. What makes the situation even more controversial is the disagreement over the expectation that recipients contribute around 15 hours a week toward community service. The debate raises a broader question about whether benefit programs should include work or community participation requirements, and how those rules should be applied fairly.
When you got the whole team helping, no EBT.
When a family sprints out of a grocery store with stolen food yelling no EBT,
no EBT,
you've officially gone from family dinner to family mugshots. Look, if your first instinct after losing benefits is to start a group shoplifting relay, the problem isn't the government, it's your morals. There's a big difference between feeding your family and raising a crime ring. You don't fix poverty by stealing, you just pass it.
Honestly, this is difficult to watch, especially seeing an entire family treating the situation like a joke instead of understanding the seriousness of what is happening. What makes the clip even more upsetting is seeing such a young child present during the incident. Children can absorb what they see around them, so exposing them to behavior like this can have a lasting impact on how they understand.
I'm calling the cops.
Call them like, don't give a yo. What is she talking about? I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. What are you talking about?
That's assault.
Like, you know what, already put your business right
What makes this situation even more concerning is the apparent lack of awareness about how serious the behavior is. She is also carrying a baby while all of this is happening, which makes the situation especially troubling. Children learn from the environment around them, and behavior like this can send the wrong message about responsibility, consequences, and respect for other people.
I just spent an hour shopping in Trader Joe's. It was crowded as hell, and you know that store is tiny as fuck, and they do it on purpose. And again, I was in there for an hour, peak crowded time on the weekend. And I go to check out, and this man is like, oh, make sure you run it as credit because our machines are down. I'm like, baby, I'm running ain't shit as shit. This is the EBT card. This is an EBT card, and I'm going to use the rest of my EBT before my job starts and I become disqualified, okay? So let me use the rest of this little $460 and give me some food. And you know what this man tells me? The EBT machine is down. And he looking at me, and I'm looking at him. He looks at me, and I look at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him. Give me the food for free. I'm on EBT and I just spent an hour in here shopping. It was only $84 worth of food. And you're telling me instead of giving a customer with EBT card, instead of giving me the food for free, you'd rather have an employee put all of that food back? What? And send me home foodless? Could I have put it on my credit card? Yeah. But why would I do that? There's a reason I'm on EBT. I know it's because of Mercury retrograde. So honestly, I'm not even that mad. Not embarrassed. Not mad. Not even shocked, just hungry. So I decided to get myself some catfish nuggets with lemon pepper, and I'm gonna put that with the spaghetti that I got at home, that big old pot of spaghetti that I've been eating for the last 3 days.
Even suggesting that the store should simply give away the groceries raises some serious questions. A business cannot realistically absorb unlimited costs every time someone expects their purchase to be covered, especially when those expenses would ultimately come directly out of the store's revenue. If a retailer adopted that policy for every similar situation, the financial impact could become enormous. There is a major difference between understanding someone's frustration and expecting a private business to take responsibility for every individual financial.
I thought it was funny or even okay to approve me for $8 motherfucking. I'm gonna show them how funny a bitch really be. Hello, this is. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving because I didn't. So I finally got approved for food stamps. But y'all only approved me for $8, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm trying to figure out if that was a mistake or if y'all really got me up. Cause $8, let's be so for real. Y'all could have been anything in this world, but y'all chose not to be for real.
I do apologize, Miss. What you said?
That's what I said.
I do apologize for what the information that you submitted, and we entered to our computers, and that's all that we can do. That's all that you qualify for.
And I'm really trying not to crash out, but this is outrageous. $8? Oh, ma'am, I don't need you to say my name on this phone like you know me.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, I guess y'all got tired of me calling and just said, here, damn. Now, I wouldn't do a dog the way y'all did me.
I do apologize once again.
Because I have been nothing but nice to y'all. And this how y'all do me?
Ma'am, I do not have the time or the patience to deal with your issues about your $8.
What do you mean you don't have the time? That's your motherfucking job, bitch. You know what? I don't want to talk to the store runner. Can you put me on the phone with the...
She insists that she has been respectful toward the staff throughout the situation. However, based on the way she speaks to the employees in this clip, some viewers may come away with a different impression. Emotions can run high in moments like these, but the tone of the conversation is likely to influence how people interpret the interaction.
Talk about the things that they won't be letting people get with food stamps anymore. So I have a list of what they're not gonna allow and shit like that. Don't mind how I look, y'all. So one on the list, they will not be letting you get energy drinks with food stamps. Yeah. Any sweetened drinks, like I'm talking about like juice, like, you know, like that, like they're not gonna let you get that.
You don't need energy drinks on food stamps, and you don't need juice on food stamps. Get you some water and go about your day. You're depending on the government. You're getting the bare minimum. Full stop. There is no sympathy for that. Like, there's sympathy in that will help you survive. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with helping somebody survive. Picking and choosing, crab legs, energy drinks, candy, coke, like, no, we're not doing that.
No carbonated sodas, none of that. Like, if it's carbonated or it's a soda, they're not gonna allow you to get that. They're not gonna allow you to get candy. Like, what the hell? Y'all better stock up. They're not gonna allow you to get chips. Like, what? What about sun chips or the baked chips or the you know, basically y'all want them to get another healthy stuff that's nutritionist enough for y'all to eat and keep y'all healthy.
Yes.
I get that. But goddamn, cookies, like what the fuck?
Yeah, you don't need none of that. You don't need all the sugary stuff, caffeinated beverages, all the candy, and even extending out to like expensive items. I've been seeing people getting crab legs before, steaks. No, we're not doing that. I'm telling you, I would love a program that was like Blue Apron or something. Here's a meal kit. Here's some chicken, rice, and veggies, and keep it pushing. That's all you really need. That's all one needs, is just, like she said, the stuff to give you the nutrition you need to survive, and that's it. That's all we really need to be handing out. And all this HIPAA blah about all the rules changing and some people getting kicked off of food stamps or banning certain items for food stamps. I don't understand the pushback for it. The only pushback I understand is the people that have been living off of it and now they really have to change their life to get food and figure out what to do because they're going to get kicked off, which for the most part are the singled, able-bodied people that clearly can work more or work well or do what they need to do to fund for themselves. I'm sorry, they can't. But it is evident, and I've always felt this way, especially seeing how much it was abused back when I was in college and, you know, seeing people around me and my family, you know, buy food stamps, sell food stamps.
I understand the argument being made here, but the stronger point is about how benefit programs are designed and what purchases they are intended to support. If assistance is meant to help families access nutritious food, it is reasonable to debate whether heavily processed items, sugary drinks, and candy should qualify at the same time. The issue is more complicated than simply labeling certain foods as good or bad. A policy change would need to consider affordability, access, family preferences, and how restrictions could affect people who rely on these benefits. The real debate is whether the rules should be adjusted to better encourage healthier choices without creating unnecessary barriers.
Months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day, because I personally need to eat more in the middle of the day to be able to accomplish all that I have to do during the day. By dinner time, nighttime, whatever. If I'm hungry, I can just fall asleep through it. It doesn't really matter. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work. I've worked since I was 14 years old. I have a college degree. But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're gonna do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money. So yeah, I'm glad
situations like this are certainly difficult, especially when families genuinely depend on food assistance and suddenly find themselves unable to access it. That kind of disruption can create real stress for people who are already struggling to make ends meet at the same time. It is important to separate concern for families in need from assumptions about how everyone else feels about the situation. People can disagree with benefit policies while still recognizing that families facing a sudden loss of assistance may be going through a genuinely difficult experience.
So dumbfounded right now. There are people that genuinely think that people who use EBT don't deserve soda, candy, or desserts. You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't deserve a popsicle? You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies? You're gonna tell me I can't have Dr. Pepper with my dinner? And all I'm hearing is be grateful, be grateful. It's free food. Get off of your throne of entitlement and take a look around you guys. Everyone is one bad day away from being homeless or even needing government assistance. Do you guys not see how that makes you look? Your lack of empathy and understanding is outstandingly atrocious.
Nobody is saying that children should never enjoy a popsicle, brownie, or an occasional sweet treat. The bigger discussion is about what public food assistance should be designed to cover. If certain items are no longer eligible, families would still have the option of purchasing them with their own money or choosing to make treats at home using basic ingredients. It ultimately comes down to balancing personal choice with the purpose and limits of a public assistance program.
This Karen that absolutely trashes the store because her card got declined. All right, what kind of Karenness do we have today? Oh man, she's already flipping. Oh, there it goes. All because you didn't have enough money? other ways to handle that. You can ask yourself, what am I going to do about it? Instead of throwing everything.
Like this man pointed out, there were clearly better ways to handle the situation. The disagreement could have been addressed without putting so much pressure on the employees involved. Many of these workers are simply doing their jobs and following the rules they are given, so directing anger toward them over a policy they do not control is unfair. Regardless of the disagreement, they deserve to be treated with basic respect.
My basket full of groceries after I leave the store? Yeah, I don't think so there, Hen. I've seen a lot of videos talking about how people's EBT is getting cut off, and so they're going to be stealing groceries straight out of the store. But I've also seen a lot of videos talking about how people are going to grab baskets whenever they come out of the store. Well, you grab my shopping cart full of groceries that I bought and paid for with my money, and you're going to hear two sounds. There's going to be three sounds. It's certainly going to be two sounds. First sound you're going to hear is me saying, now, Han, that's a bad idea there. Better walk the f*** on. If you don't walk the f*** on, that would be the next sound you hear. And the third sound, son, I'll hear it.
At the end of the day, frustration over losing benefits does not justify taking that anger out on an individual employee who may have no control over the situation. There were clearly better ways to handle the disagreement. What makes the clip even more surprising is that the entire incident was recorded and shared publicly, apparently with identifying details visible in the footage that can create unnecessary privacy and safety concerns. Posting personal information online can have consequences long after the original incident is over. So being careful about what appears in a video is extremely important.
Somebody to tell me they're lying. I need somebody to tell me they're lying right now, because what the do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the do you mean? Because what the is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we fucking get. I need somebody to please tell me he's lying. I can't. What the am I gonna do? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Breathe.
That reaction seems pretty intense, especially considering the claim being made was not entirely accurate. From what we can see, the situation did not mean that her benefits were simply eliminated altogether. That makes the response even more surprising, especially when you notice the expensive hoodie she is wearing during the confrontation. But the clips are about to get even more unbelievable. Make sure you stick around for the final one, because it may be the wildest moment of them all.
So it declined.
No, it declined for real, bro?
It declined. It's wrong. I affected you too?
It declined?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do to pay for it?
What you mean what you do? You gonna try again and hope it's gonna approve. Word of bro. Nah, Trump really put his foot down.
I got no cash on me, gang.
How much is it?
Damn.
Buy the
I got no cash, bro.
Damn.
Yo, can somebody spare like $10?
This guy had a wrong judge.
Somebody spare $10?
It is pretty unrealistic to expect a complete stranger at a gas station to suddenly cover a $10 purchase, especially when they have no connection to the person asking. Gas stations also tend to charge more for everyday items compared with traditional grocery stores, which can make even a small purchase surprisingly expensive. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the commentary, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below about which moment you thought was the craziest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.